Imagine amassing wealth so vast you could buy an entire country's GDP. Sounds insane, doesn't it? Well, for a select few individuals in this world, this is their reality. Picture this: there are people out there whose personal wealth could purchase the entire annual economic output of countries like Fiji or Greenland. It's like having a personal piggy bank that could fund a nation. Now, it's important to note that these individuals didn't just stumble upon a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. No, they didn't win a cosmic lottery, and they certainly didn't find a genie in a lamp. Their wealth is the result of extraordinary business ventures, strategic decisions, and a fair bit of audacity. This is not your regular started from the bottom now we're here story. These are tales of ambition, innovation, and relentless pursuit of success. Imagine the audacity to venture into uncharted territories, to revolutionize industries and to challenge the status quo. From tech moguls who've changed the way we connect and communicate to retail giants who've transformed our shopping habits, these individuals have redefined not just their industries, but our everyday lives. And let's not forget about those who took traditional industries and turned them on their heads. These are the people who took a look at industries like steel, oil, or real estate, and saw potential for innovation and immense growth. They saw the future and seized it, amassing wealth beyond comprehension in the process. But these stories of wealth are not just about the end result, they're about the journey, the challenges overcome, and the obstacles faced. They're about the sleepless nights, the calculated risks, and the unwavering belief in their vision. Now the question is, how did they amass such fortunes? Their business stories are nothing short of insane. Stick around to find out. Behind every great fortune, there's a great story, often filled with trials and tribulations. You see, the path to extraordinary wealth is rarely a straight line. It's an uphill battle, a winding road filled with obstacles and detours. Picture a mountain climber tackling a towering, rugged peak. They don't just magically appear at the top. No, they sweat, they struggle, they face the threat of avalanches and storms. They might even lose their footing and tumble down a time or two. But they keep going, they keep climbing because they know the view at the top is worth it. That's the story of many of the world's wealthiest individuals. For them, it wasn't about avoiding the obstacles, it was about facing them head-on, learning from them, and using them as stepping stones to reach the summit. Take, for instance, the story of a woman who started a tech company in her garage. She had a revolutionary idea, but she faced constant rejections and criticisms. Investors doubted her, competitors mocked her. But she didn't let that stop her. She used that rejection as fuel, working tirelessly to prove them wrong. Or consider the founder of a global coffee chain, who was turned down by over 200 investors. They said his idea was too ambitious, too unrealistic. Yet, he persevered, and today his coffee shops are on nearly every corner of the globe. Then there's the story of a young man who dropped out of college to pursue his passion for computers. His early creations were met with skepticism and indifference, but he didn't let that discourage him. He continued to innovate, to think outside the box, and ultimately he changed the way we interact with technology forever. Yes, the road to success is fraught with challenges. It's an uphill battle, but it's these struggles, these trials, that shape and define the journey. They are the stepping stones to greatness, the chapters in the captivating stories of the world's wealthiest individuals. Overcoming challenges is part of the journey to insane wealth. But what kind of unique business decisions led to such extraordinary success? The path to insane wealth often involves business decisions that most would deem crazy. Let's delve into some examples of these seemingly mad choices that have led to unprecedented success. Take the case of James Dyson, the British inventor and entrepreneur. In the late 70s, Dyson became frustrated with his vacuum cleaner's performance. Instead of settling for the status quo, he decided to reinvent the vacuum cleaner entirely. After 5 years and over 5,000 prototypes, Dyson introduced the world's first bagless vacuum cleaner. Today, Dyson is a household name, known for its innovative, high-quality products. Then there's the story of Reed Hastings, the co-founder of Netflix. Back in 2000, he made the audacious decision to shift Netflix from a DVD rental service to a streaming platform. This pivot was risky and required a significant investment in technology and infrastructure. But Hastings' gamble paid off, and Netflix is now a global entertainment juggernaut. And who can forget Elon Musk, the tech titan behind SpaceX and Tesla? In 2008, Musk was on the brink of bankruptcy. Instead of playing it safe, he decided to invest his last remaining funds into SpaceX and Tesla. It was a high-stakes gamble that could have easily backfired. But Musk's audacious bet paid off, and both SpaceX and Tesla are now thriving industry-leading companies. These stories illustrate that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to business. What works for one person might not work for another, and what may seem insane to some may be a calculated risk for others. These seemingly reckless decisions were not taken on a whim. They were the result of careful consideration, a deep understanding of the market, and an unwavering belief in their vision. These decisions may seem insane to us, but they were calculated risks for these individuals. So, what's the turning point in these stories? Every story has a turning point, a moment when the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Can you imagine a single decision, a solitary moment that catapults your business from obscurity to the pinnacle of success? This is the turning point, the pivotal moment in the journey of the extraordinarily wealthy. Let's dive into the story of one such individual. Picture this, a young entrepreneur, barely out of college, running a fledgling tech startup from a cramped garage. The business is struggling and they are on the brink of bankruptcy. Then comes the turning point. The entrepreneur stumbles upon an innovative idea, a game changer. They risk everything, investing their last dime into developing this idea. What happens next is nothing short of extraordinary. The idea takes off, revolutionizing the industry. The startup, once on the brink of collapse, skyrockets to success. The young entrepreneur becomes a billionaire overnight, their name synonymous with innovation, their story inspiring millions around the globe. But turning points aren't always about innovation. Sometimes they're about recognizing an opportunity and seizing it fearlessly. Take the story of a savvy investor. They see potential in a failing company, ignored by everyone else. Against all advice, they invest heavily in the company. It's a gamble, a huge risk, but it pays off. The company turns around, its shares soar, and the investor's wealth multiplies exponentially. Or consider the tale of a seasoned businesswoman. She's built a successful empire, but she's not content. She senses a shift in the market, an emerging trend. She pivots her business, aligning it with this new trend. It's a bold move, one that could backfire, but it doesn't. The business thrives, outpacing competitors and generating astonishing profits. These turning points, these moments of extraordinary decision-making are what separate the insanely wealthy from the rest. They showcase the audacity to take risks, the insight to spot opportunities, and the resilience to bounce back from failure. This turning point truly showcases the insane nature of their success. But what can we learn from these extraordinary stories? While we may not all aspire to have wealth that rivals a country's GDP, there are key takeaways from these stories. Indeed, the journey to insane wealth is a roller coaster ride, punctuated by audacious decisions, uphill battles, and life-altering turning points. Each tale we've explored today offers valuable insights, not just about accumulating wealth, but about resilience, creativity, and the sheer will to succeed. Let's take a moment to distill the lessons from these extraordinary narratives. First, we've seen that success often emerges from the ashes of failure. The insanely wealthy have faced their share of setbacks, but what set them apart was their refusal to bow down to adversity. Instead, they used these obstacles as stepping stones, turning every setback into a setup for a comeback. Next, we've learned that conventional wisdom doesn't always hold the key to success. Each of these tycoons took risks, defying norms and thinking outside the box. They dared to dream big, and their audacious visions were matched only by their relentless pursuit to make them a reality. The turning points in these stories have also underscored the importance of seizing opportunities. Whether it was a chance meeting, a new technology, or a shifting market trend, these wealthy individuals recognized the potential and acted decisively. They remind us that opportunity does not knock twice, and the ability to act swiftly and decisively can be the difference between mediocrity and meteoric success. Finally, despite their staggering wealth, these individuals never lost sight of their passion. They didn't chase money for the sake of it. Instead, they pursued what they loved and the wealth followed. It's a reminder that passion and purpose can fuel our journey to success. Insane wealth may seem out of reach, but the lessons from these stories are accessible to us all. Stay tuned for more captivating content on business and success. And don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts below.